Greetings of the day. We shall check about IELTS academic and IELTS general training differences. Firstly, IELTS academic is purely intended for studies abroad as well as for those who wanted to immigrate for certain professions like medicine or teaching or legal. How about IELTS general training? IELTS general training is purely for immigration purpose. That is mostly if you wanted to settle in some country for jobs, this IELTS general training can work. So depending on the country's requirement, we need to choose whether it be IELTS general training or academic. On a broad range, we can say that IELTS academic is mostly for studies purpose, whereas IELTS general training is for settling in some country if you already hold some decent work experience. Now, is there any difference between the pattern of the examination? Yes, certainly there is. IELTS academic and IELTS general training, both of them have exactly 4 parts: listening, reading, writing, speaking. But when it comes to breaking down the sections, there is no difference at all in listening and speaking. So, what is the case with reading and writing? So, with reading, you have a difference. So, there are 3 sections for IELTS academic and 3 sections for IELTS general training. With regard to 3 sections for IELTS academic, all 3 sections have 3 long passages. That means each section has one long passage which goes for around 2 pages, an A4 sheet size, front and back. Okay, that's the length of the passage. You will be expecting 13 to 14 questions. Altogether 40 questions, 60 minutes. Now for IELTS general training, you'll be having same 40 questions, 60 minutes, but you don't get 3 long passages. You'd get 5 passages. So 4 short passages and 1 long passage. Section 1 and section 2 have 2 short passages each instead of 1 long passage like IELTS academic candidates. Right? So altogether that is 40 questions and 60 minutes. Then, is there any difference in scoring? Definitely there is. If academic candidate scores 30 out of 40, he or she might expect a band 7 on a scale of 9. Whereas for general training candidates, that same 30 out of 40 provides band 6 on a scale of 9. So why is there a difference? Because of length of the passage. As the passage length goes more, obviously the assessment becomes easier. Okay, right. Now what is the difference with writing? Certainly there is difference in writing also, especially task 1. Task 1 and task 2. Task 1 for IELTS academic candidates is exactly termed as report writing. So what is report writing? You might expect some pie charts or bar graphs or production process or tables or maps or Venn diagrams, whatever the case, you will be expecting some picture with data. You have to convert that picture information into language. And there is a stipulated word count here. At least you need to write 150 words within 20 minutes. Whereas for task 2, that is usually essay writing, a discursive essay writing where you are supposed to write at least 250 words within 40 minutes. Now, what is the case with general training candidates? For general training candidates, task 1 is totally different. That is a letter writing. What is letter writing? They might be giving you a letter with 3 prompts. It can be a formal tone or informal or semi-formal tone. Based on the tone, we need to adjust our answer again. Next, as we already discussed, listening or speaking do not have much differences. So with writing, task 2 is almost similar. I don't say exactly the same. You have a slight difference with tone anyways, or with the styling, how we go with essay writing. Now, we have other difference with IELTS academic and general training, that is nothing but dates, test dates availability. So with regard to IELTS academic, you have more dates available to take the test. However, for IELTS general training, there are lesser number of dates than when compared to your IELTS academic candidates, right? So if at all you are struggling with any of them, or if you are facing any challenges with IELTS, you are free to ask me any questions here, and we'll be further discussing about lots more in the next videos. Thank you. Have a good one.